So, good afternoon. My name is Patrick Cullen-Carroll. I've been nominated to the National High School Strength Coaches Association Hall of Fame. This is the video answering the questions that you wanted answered. And again, I think that this is a great honor, and I really am just appreciative and honored to have been nominated. The first question is, tell us the number of years you've been a high school strength coach and which schools you have worked in. I've been involved 50 years in teaching and coaching from middle school to high school to community college and national and international athletes. During the time at the college level, I was still working with high school athletes from several different schools around where I live. I put together strength programs at St. Mary's High School in the mid-70s. Our kids worked out at the downtown YMCA. At Imperial High School, I helped run the strength conditioning program, plus I was a varsity assistant football coach and coached baseball and basketball and strength conditioning in the off-season and the summer. At Cantwell High School in the late 70s as an assistant football coach and head football coach, plus strength conditioning coach in off-seasons and summers. And I went to Banning High School around 1981, and I was the head football coach and the strength conditioning coach off-season and summer. I started coaching at Mount San Jacinto College and for football and strength conditioning. At the same time, we started weightlifting programs in the middle school and physical education and after-school programs. Started working with high school athletes at the same time from several local high schools, and took many middle school and high school athletes to USA Weightlifting School Age, Junior, and Senior Nationals. My athletes were all high school athletes competing in multiple sports, and we trained year-round. Question number 2. Tell us your job description was, including classes taught and after-school responsibilities. As an assistant football coach and a head football coach, I was in charge of strength conditioning. As a teacher, I was a physical education teacher. We also instituted weightlifting as part of the physical education program. The key part here was technique, not weight lifted. In the after-school programs, we pushed athletes much harder. Our goals were to improve technique, improve performance, improve work capacity, and reduce injury. We also started weightlifting clubs that were also formed for kids who wanted to compete. As an instructor with USA Weightlifting coaching education program, I have taught hundreds of coaches proper techniques of weightlifting and strength and conditioning for their athletes. Question 3. Tell us why you decided to become a head strength coach. When I was a freshman in a new high school, a coach asked me what I wanted to do. Maybe the first adult to do this. I told him I wanted to play football. I was not a great athlete. He introduced me to weightlifting. I love strength training and football. At 15, I decided teaching and coaching were my goal. I hurt my knee, had knee surgery after football in my senior year. That pretty much ended my football career. That was 1968. Now it became my passion. One of my college goals was to understand strength training and to make sure kids I coached would not have what happened to me happen to them. That has been a very successful venture for me. I read Bill Starr's book in college in 1973. I listened to Boyd Epley talk about a strength coaches association in 1975. I joined the NSCA when it started. I was one of the first to take the CSCS. I am, I think, the 45th recipient of the RSCC Emeritus. I am also an international coach with coaching education instructor for USA Weightlifting. My athletes have competed both nationally, internationally in weightlifting, and I've had the honor to coach many college athletes and a few who made it to the NFL. I am presently retired 11 years and filling in for the third time as a temporary athletic director at Banning High School in California. Describe your coaching style and how your athletes would describe you. I believe in fundamentals and solid technique. I believe it's a foundation to high performance and injury prevention. I believe that and teach athletes how to do what they do and why. My athletes will tell you I believe this, and they will tell you they understand why they trained. Kids need to know why. We need to educate them. Tell us your top priorities as a strength coach. Again, I would go back to what I said before, provide unique opportunities for all athletes, help them improve technique, improve performance, improve work capacity, reduce injury. When I think of my job and accomplishments, it is the kids you coach. They are your top priority. Their accomplishments are your rewards and honors. Tell us what you have done to help grow the profession. I've been an advocate of strong physical education and strength programs throughout my career and in retirement. I've taught hundreds of coaches through USA Weightlifting Level 1 and 2 courses the importance of strength training for health and sport. I was the NSCA Youth Special Interest Chair for 2 terms, advocating correct training of youth and adolescent athletes. I have spoken at local, regional, and national conferences on proper strength training and conditioning protocols. I also spoke and taught USA courses and conferences at the Hong Kong Sports Institute, 5 Marine and naval bases in Japan and Hawaii, plus 2 bases in California. This has been a tremendous opportunity for me to be able to profess the importance of strength and conditioning at every level. Tell us what your greatest accomplishments have been as a high school strength coach. I believe a dream, it was Colin Powell said, a dream doesn't become a reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. Number one, I think making a difference in kids' lives every day. Teaching thousands of kids how to train correctly. Watching them succeed in their endeavors they choose. Having them come back and thank you for being a part of their lives. That's why we do this. Reduction of injuries over my career has been a big thing. Injuries happen, but when your athletes are strong, they will recover and get back on the field faster. I think one of my greatest accomplishments might have been stepping in as an athletic director and bringing the athletes back to compete after being off over a year during COVID. I was involved with some other coaches in developing a return to play COVID protocol. We combined winter and spring seasons into spring and instituted all COVID protocols for return to play and got the kids back on the field. As I said before, my accomplishments are the student athletes I work with. Their success are my rewards. Tell us what the National High School Strength Coaches Association means to you. Now look at Magic Johnson here. He said, all kids need is a little help, a little hope, and somebody who believes in them. That's what I did, and that is what we do as high school strength conditioning coaches. Jerry Simmons once told me that being a strength coach is the best job in coaching. All you have to do is help kids get better every day. What a great opportunity just to help kids. The National High School Strength Coaches Association gives coaches an opportunity to learn and improve by working and networking with coaches working at the same level they are. When you come into a school, you have what you have. You have to do the best you can with what you have. The NHSSCA gives coaches an opportunity to talk with other coaches who were in the same situations to learn, improve in their field at their level. Describe what you think the NHSSCA needs to do in order to continue to grow. Continue what you're doing. Create a certification specific to your needs. Continue to educate high school strength coaches on the needs of high school kids. Your clinics are awesome. I've seen them. I just think you guys are doing a great job with what needs to be done with high school coaches. Tell us how you would convince an AD or school district of the need to hire a full-time strength coach. When we look at the high incidences of overweight and obesity in our students, the high incidence of serious injuries in sport, and then compounded issues in social, emotional, and fitness that came from COVID, I think it's obvious that we need to go to a different direction. We're looking at $1 billion health issue. There's been a rise in adults moving their children into programs in gyms. I believe by hiring strength and conditioning professionals in our schools It creates an opportunity for us to guide our children in the direction that will benefit their high school athletic experience and lifelong fitness goals. The strength coach can affect everyone, athlete or not. Remember the process. Everybody will benefit from the process. Not everybody will get to the highest level, but everybody will benefit from the process. Tell us anything else you would like to know, the board to know about you. Fred Mansk Jr. said, "The ultimate leader is one willing to develop people to the point that they eventually surpass him or her in knowledge and ability. I pride myself in being a coach and a mentor. I am most proud of my players and coaches that I have been able to influence. Overall, I think my greatest reward and accomplishment has been the honor and respect to be personally called husband, father, papa bear by my grandchildren, and professionally coach. Coach means so much more than just a title. It's an honor and a responsibility. I read once, if being a vegetarian is so important, why do they want stuff to taste like meat? Did you ever look around and see how so many people who want to be called coach? It's a huge responsibility. It is, you wear so many hats. I don't think people really know how much we really do for kids, but the kids do, and that's what is important. As a strength coach, we spend the most time with them than anyone. We mold them, we advise them, we console them. We usually know more about their lives than anyone. As an organization, a family, we need to continually recruit and teach the best people to work with in our profession with our most precious commodity, our kids. Again, I thank you for the nomination. I think it would be a great honor to be in the Hall of Fame with the National High School Strength Coaches Association. Thank you very much.